Aloha, good morning. This is Caron B Davis of Caron B Realty. And wow, what a week, all the graduations on. And as you know, with my Facebook postings, if you follow me there, Angus graduated and it's been quite the whirlwind with friends and family in town, and really an incredible time and absolutely amazing graduation ceremony from Punahou School, where the kids actually rehearsed it for at least 2 months going to singing practice and of all times and rehearsing, and they did an outstanding job. Congratulations of the graduates of 2023. Anyway, today we're back at work. The mums and dads who put their kids through school, we have to go back to work. So here we are. But anyway, I want to talk about the real estate market, what we're finding here, last month and currently right now. The last month, we did see an increase in activity. It was with the luxury home market, it was up about 28% in activity. And the median price was a little up, around 7% up, and days on market was faster. And the listing to sell ratio actually was also up. It was a very positive month last month, versus April the previous month. So lots of more activity. What I'm seeing now, maybe it slowed down a few weeks ago, but we are getting a lot more showings this week. And some of the dynamics that we're dealing with, I just wanted to share this with you, is, of course, we hear about the interest rate going up and how that's affecting everything. Is, one of my agents the other day came to me and just said, look, my investors who are looking at investing in condos, it didn't make sense for them with the cash they were putting down, even with 30% down with the interest rates and what the rent would be. So we are finding the interest rates are affecting some purchases right now. There is people with tremendous cash, but still some of those people want to be putting down, they may put down 2 or 3 million, but need a loan for 3 million. And the interest rates have affected their monthly payments also. So what we've seen from that is I've started to see people ask, would the seller entertain financing? So we haven't seen that for many, many years. So that may be something we see on the horizon, where sellers carry back paper for 2 or 3 years, or maybe even 10 years. But I'll keep you posted on that as we go through a couple of those scenarios ourselves with clients right now. Multiple offers, what we noticed was, last month was the amount of multiple offers was incredible, but still things are coming in at full price, maybe a little lower, but there's other houses you got to go above asking. So again, your realtor really needs to know the market. They need to know how to competitively bid in this current market, and you have to be really sharp. And talking about really sharp, I spent the last couple of days this week really just getting organized, because what I'm finding is it's always a good real estate market. I've always said that. But in this market, you have to be extremely detailed. You've got to handle a lot of different facets, because there's more coming at you. Things are taking longer to sell, so you have to be more creative. So we're ready to work hard in this current market. Lack of inventory. I just can't believe how little inventory. And yes, things come up every day on the market, and people, saying, there'll be new inventory. Well, maybe there is, maybe there isn't, but it's still very scarce homes coming on in all the neighborhoods right now. Moving on from that is, let's see what the highest sale was for Oahu for a single family home last month. So of course, one of our favorite areas on Lanikai Beach, and this closed for 8.5 million. And just a little history, there's been some good situations for investors, and I would say the seller of this property, who bought the property back in 2021, paid 6.5 million and remodeled the home in 2022 and just sold for 8.5 million. So yeah, in a couple of years, that's some very good equity build up for the lucky seller out there. And as far as statistics, just the ones we spoke about, here's our map showing the amount of sales volume. As you can see on the right hand of the graph, from April to May, there was a nice swing up in amount of sales. And you see at the beginning of the year, you know, when it was a little tougher, because that was the end of the last 3 months of 2022, where we felt some of the restrictions with the rate starting to increase. January was really a tough month for sales, but gradually had 2 great months, cooled off in April, back up in May. I would say in June, we'll probably see around what May did. That's my prediction, but we'll have to wait and see that. And then as far as the statistics, the highest sold, of course, we talked about. We're going to go into condominiums here in a moment, and days on the market, quite healthy. And here we go, the condominium market. Condominium market was, the sales were down, unfortunately, and the median price was up 36%. But of course, like we know, statistics can be skewed, and I'm sure there was a couple of big condominium sales there that took that up a lot. 44 days slower on the market. And I am seeing a lot, not a lot, but I know of a few condominiums that definitely are coming up for rent versus selling, just because the prices did go down substantially. And I've seen that in a couple of the new developments where the buyer cannot get their money back right now. They've moved, these were developments down in the Kaka'ako area. And as we always say, if you buy long-term, you're fine. If you buy short-term, it's a real tricky. I wouldn't think of a quick turnover in profit ever in this market, nor any market really. It's always best to buy for long-term out there. And here's the highest condo, and that is the Park Lane, of one of the top 5 highest sell buildings we always talk about. And this was a beautiful 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath condominium with over 2,700 square feet of living area. And it was on the market for 213 days, sold for $10.8 million to an investor from California. Gorgeous, gorgeous unit. Lock your door and go anywhere now that COVID's over. But if you have a question on the market, call me, because it's very interesting out there right now. And it's like, you know, I was reading a book the other day, and it's how do you turn difficult situations into opportunities. And I believe that's what we're all about here. We always keep a positive mindset and think through things and go, okay, if this is happening, what can we do now? Or what are our options? But we always try at our company absolutely to give what truly is happening. And it's not about just selling a house or listing a house. You really, really need to let your clients know what's going on, what choices they have based on what their goals are. Very important as being a real estate consultant. Now, moving on, we have Mary Ann's photos for today. And as always, I enjoy seeing what she's bringing every Friday to us. And on June 8th every year, yesterday, is World Oceans Day. And that was brought up by the United Nations in 2008. And here's a picture, obviously. And she says the ocean covers 70% of the surface of our planet. And then she moves on to some really beautiful photos of Hawaii. It's home to 94% of all life on Earth. That's amazing. And then the ocean provides more than half the oxygen we breathe. And oceans sustain all life on the planet. A healthy planet depends on a healthy ocean. So with that note, have a healthy and safe weekend, and we'll catch up with you next week. Much mahalo.